I want to show you where my nails are as of now. At this point, this is as long as I'll go with my nails, because when they get to the point where they start to be a nuisance and I can't hardly do my day-to-day tasks such as typing or cleaning and things like that, when I have to be overcautious about everything, that's when I know I'm at that point, and I'm at that point now. Another way I know is a couple of days ago this nail broke. Well, actually it was already kind of chipped on the side. I just use super glue when I'm not ready to cut them down yet. I use super glue to keep them going, and this one has already chipped right in here. So that's another time when I know, hey, it's time to go ahead and clip them down. I never really have a problem with any breakage on my left hand because I'm right-handed. And because I use my right hand the most, these are normally the two nails that always cause me to cut the rest of them down. I always keep my thumbs fairly low because, I like to be able to have at least two fingers that I can use on a daily basis. Normally when I break a nail like this, I cut all of them down to the length of the nail that I broke. It just seems kind of tacky to me to go around with long nail, short nail, long nail. I just don't like that. That's just my preference. So I'm at the point where I'm ready to go ahead and do a cut. Now my daughter thinks I should keep this hand long. But for me, I usually like to go ahead and cut them all to the same length and just start over. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. It's easy. And with this video showing you how I maintain my nails and how I get them to stay strong and grow. Now, part of it is hereditary. Even if you research it, you'll find that long nails, just like hair or any other, genetic part of you, a lot of things are just hereditary. My grandmother grew very long nails on my father's side. I mean, I'm super long nails, and her nails were so strong, and I just believe that's where I got it from. But there is a way that you can nurture them and maintain them and help keep them strong and long, and I can show you how to do that. If you have problems growing nails, period, I'll give you some tips and help you with that as well. But at this point, I just want to show you where I am and kind of document it so that if you're at the point where you're trying to, maintain your nails and do a better job with your nails, you can kind of go along with me on my videos, and hopefully it'll help you get to the point where you want to be. But what I'm going to do now is remove my nail polish, and if you're interested in this color, this is Sally Hansen's Extreme Wear, and the color is Lacy Lilac, number 270. I don't think you can see that too well, but that's what the color is, Hardest Nails. And Sally Hansen happens to be just one of my polishes of preference. I use all of her stuff. All the expensive lines, the Zoyas and the China Glaze and, a host of them. They're good, they're great, but for me, I don't want to spend $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 on a bottle of nail polish, because I like to change my polishes weekly, and, for me, using Sally Hansen, or I even have some 99-cent brands that are beautiful. I get compliments on them all the time. That works for me. And I put a nice coat of clear on them. As long as it lasts a week, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I do have some Zoyas. I have some of the top brands, but for me, this is good. Also, I'm about to come out with my own line, Kissy Girl polishes, and also the cuticle ointment that I use to maintain my cuticles and also promote healthy nails. I will be including that in my line as well. Now, I'll talk more about that later, but at this point what I'm going to do now is clean this polish off, and I'm going to go through and do my cut, and I'll let you see what that's like. But first I'm going to clean the polish off. Okay, so I've removed all of the polish off of my nails, and at this point I'm sitting here looking at the crack, and I think it's too far down for me to cut all the way to the crack, which I hate because I'm really ready to start this thing over. But I think what I'm going to do is just cut down as far as possible at this point, and then we'll take it from there. I usually one side and then the other side. It's a real long nail, ain't it? It's time for it to go though. And I do kind of get emotionally attached to them sometimes. It might take me a day or two. Like I broke this one a couple of days ago. So as you can see, it took me 2 days to go ahead and say, okay, it's time to cut. Once I start cutting, I'm good. It's almost like people who are attached to their hair. The length of their hair, it gets so long, and you know, it's the way they want it to stay. Same thing with the nails. But I'm not new to this. I've been growing them for so long. It's really no big deal. And to get the length that I'm now cutting off, it usually takes, like if I cut my nails all the way down to the nub, it takes me probably 6 to 8 weeks to get back to a nice length, which is not very long. And to get to the length I am now, I've been at that length probably since September of 2010. Now it's March of 2011. So what's that? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. So this is my length at 6 months. And that's with like kind of maintaining this length. They would probably be longer if I wasn't filing them every now and then, but I think that's quite long enough. And normally, see, if this one wasn't so far down, I would just cut them all the way down to the lowest point. But that's too far down because that's going to hurt. So I'm just going to keep them right here, and I'll show you growing them out from here. And that's about, no, that's still a nice length. These, I'm really ready to cut them. I usually put finger by finger to make sure they're all the same length, and then just cut. My husband doesn't want me to cut them either, but you know, I'm probably gonna go ahead and cut them down. That's just how I roll. Yeah. And then all of these are perfect. Perfect. No, I don't have any glue on them or anything. They're just perfect. The left hand always is. And then sometimes to keep them strong too, I will put clear up under them. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do the chop. So what I'll do is put finger by finger this way, and here we go. Chop, chop, chop. These clippers suck. Then I'll file later. This still is a nice length, really. It's probably half of the nail. That's half. Yeah, I'm cutting really half. Then I'll go back and file them later. Okay. So, see, I've chopped them down. They're about the same. And look at my nails. They are all gone. But it's no big deal. We'll get them back. Okay, so that's that. And then this is just a cheap old emery board. I have the cute ones with all the designs and all that on them, but they all do the same. And I'm going to go through and just shape them and file them to what I want them to be. And I usually kind of almost like them to be a square. So I'm probably going to go down a little ways with this one. So that's the deal. I'll do this with every nail. I'll go through with every nail and do it and make them all even. So I'm going to do that and then I'll come back.